Hey guys, I just want to talk now about hair, receding hairlines, balding, and wearing hats. See, this is my hat. And the reason that I want to talk about this is because, recently I was reading some things on the internet, on some forums about young guys around my age, in their 20s, having a lack of confidence and, saying that they are always wearing a hat, or they're letting their hair grow long but they're wearing a hat, and they meet a girl, they start dating, but they're always wearing a hat around that girl, and they're afraid to take the hat off because they're afraid of rejection, they're afraid of what that girl might think of them, and, and so they're asking for advice, and most common advice that I was reading that people would give is just completely shave your head, and accept, what's happening to you. And I can understand that advice, and at one point, I too just completely shaved my head. But the fact is you are who you are, and you can either let nature run its course, or you can do it yourself and just completely, make yourself bald. And the thing is, guys, is that everybody has to find out what works best for them. You have to find out what gives you confidence. Other people can't tell you what's going to give you confidence. See, I feel more confident with myself when my hair is a little bit longer. And, I feel more confident when I'm wearing a hat. That doesn't mean that I'm living my life under a hat. It doesn't mean that I don't have confidence, because I can clearly take my hat off and I won't feel any lower or anything. It's just, I want to, I do what makes me feel good, what makes me feel happy, and what makes me feel and appear attractive. And that's what I do. And so if I wear a hat because I think it makes me more attractive to when I'm out in public, then so be it. That's my choice, and that's what makes me feel happy, and if anybody has a problem with that, then that's their problem, not my problem. See, we shouldn't live our life based upon what, other people think of us, because I could take my hat off and shave my head and walk around and be like some macho tough guy, but inside not really feel happy about myself, and I would only be doing that to try to make other people like me more, and I think a lot of people do that, unfortunately. So my advice is kind of different than a lot of people out there. I don't go around telling young guys that are losing their hair to just shave their hair, just to go completely bald. There's a lot of guys who actually embrace it, think of Benjamin Franklin. He was completely bald on top, and he let the hair grow on the sides of his head. Think of Jesse Ventura. Think of Jack Nicholson. These are all, like, famous people, and they didn't just completely, shave their head. So, see, it's not the end of the world if you're losing your hair, guys. And I hope that I can give encouragement to any of you guys out there that are facing this problem, and try to give you a little bit more confidence. If you are letting your hair grow and you're wearing a hat because your bangs are wispy and the wind blows it all over the place, and when you wear a hat and then you take it off, it kind of messes up your hair because the hair on the top of your head is so thin, so it doesn't really stay in place. That's okay. Just leave your hat on. And if you meet a girl and you start dating her, and you get to know her a little bit more, explain to her, that you're losing your hair, or that you have receding hairline. And if she's any type of girl at all, she'll completely understand, and it won't be a big deal at all, and you can still keep the hair that you have. And the encouraging thing that I want to at least leave you guys with in this video is that, always be proactive. Just because you're losing your hair and you have receding hairline does not mean that you will definitely go bald. You can do things right now that I've been talking about in my videos, or that you can even read online, that you can do to prevent and slow down that process. So you can maintain whatever hair you have for a really long time. And why just throw that away by just shaving your head, all your hair right off? You know? I'm going to be making some good videos, guys. Some upcoming good videos. And I'm going to give you guys some good tips and advice on how to have healthier hair, how to slow down baldness, and things like that. Some really easy, simple things that you can do, that anybody can do. And it will make a big difference, in your life and how you feel about yourself, And the other thing I want to leave you guys with is this, is that, if you have a receding hairline and you're going bald, and you still have some hair left, enjoy the hair that you have. Try to keep the hair that you have. Because someday, if you do totally go bald, you won't have any hair anymore. And then there might be a day that you wish, gee, I wish I didn't just completely shave it off back when I was in my 20s. At least I still had a little bit of hair up there, So don't just give up so quick. And remember that you can have just as much confidence, guys, with wearing a hat. You can rock the hat, and you can have just as much confidence with wearing a hat as without wearing a hat. So don't be discouraged by everybody that tries to make fun of you for always wearing a hat and stuff like that. The fact is, you have to find out what works best for you, what makes you feel good and feel confident about yourself. That's all that matters. Are you happy inside? See, guys, I'm happy, and I don't care what anybody else thinks. That's the thing. Nobody's perfect. Even the people that have completely straight hairline and have a full head of hair, they have things that they don't like about themselves too. Everybody has things that they don't like about themselves, but it's about accepting yourself for who you are. And if you are one person that's going to wear a hat the rest of your life, then so be it. Embrace it. Accept it. Yes. Be positive. Always be positive. Never be negative. Never beat yourself out on the back and say, oh, I gotta do this and I gotta do that because people won't accept me, or I look silly or whatever. People are going to like you more if you're smiling and you're happy, whether you're wearing a hat or not wearing a hat, and whether you're bald or not bald. So, hopefully this video has given you some good encouragement, for anybody going through this. Because, believe me, there's a lot of guys out there, I know, that are going through this, and that's tough for them. And I'll just leave you guys with this, and that is, the last girlfriend that I had, she completely understood the deal with my hair. I talked to her, I explained to her, and you know what, guys? Girls don't really care about your hair. I mean, there might be some girls that do, but they aren't really much of a girl. It's just hair, that's not what's important. And, hopefully, a good girl looks past just your appearance and your hair. And there are good girls out there, believe me. And most girls, they don't care whether you're bald or whether you have the thickest head of hair like, werewolf. So, don't be discouraged, don't ever give up, and be confident, be happy about yourself, whether you're wearing a hat or not wearing a hat, or whether you're bald or not bald. And if you like this video, please favorite, like, and subscribe. And if you have any videos that you'd like me to make, or things that you'd like me to talk about, please, tell me down in the comment section below. Because I want to relate to people out there and try to help people, So, with that, I'll see you guys later. Bye.